The lavender path. The day was nearly done. The sky wore a soft pink robe, and the fields of lavender stretched as far as the eye could see. Each bloom swayed in the evening wind, as if whispering a blessing. The air smelled sweet, healing, like something old and kind. Piper walked slowly, her bare feet brushing the earth. Her dogs padded at her sides, their tails sweeping through the purple rose. A rabbit lifted its head. A fox lingered at the edge of the field, and the chickadees followed, darting close, calling softly, guiding her step. She felt them like friends, small, watchful, steady. Past the lavender, the world opened to the sea. The path was smooth with mossy stones. Tall pines leaned in to listen, their branches whispering secrets only the wind could carry. The sound of the waves grew louder until it was all around. When Piper reached the shore, the moon was already waiting. It spilled silver across the water, and the sand glowed pale and deep. Her dogs raced ahead, chasing foam, barking at their own shadows. Piper walked with the tide at her ankles. The cool water kissed her skin, and she breathed slow, each breath like the pull of the waves. A deer appeared on the dunes, its eyes caught in the moonlight. It bowed its head, then turned back towards the woods. She understood the gesture. It was time to follow. Beyond the dunes, tucked among cedar and eucalyptus, a quiet spa appeared. Lanterns glowed low and warm. The sound of bees drifted lazily, their hum like a lullaby. The water in the stone pool steamed, gentle and welcoming. Piper sank into it, every muscle sighing with relief. Her dogs curled close on the moss, waiting. The chickadees perched nearby, Their tiny feathers fluffed against the night air. Even the fox sat at the edge of the grove, silent and watchful. When Piper closed her eyes, the steam carried her to another place. A door opened within her mind. She stepped through. It was a room, vast and glowing. Walls of books, velvet chairs, candles floating in the air as if enchanted. A great fireplace roared with golden flames. Rain pattered softly against the tall windows, the sound blending with the fire's crackle. The whole room smelled of wood smoke and herbs. Like comfort itself had taken shape. She found a soft white blanket draped across a chair. She pulled it round her shoulders. It was heavy, warm, and kind. Her dogs climbed onto the rug, curling into a circle. One rested its head on her lap. The fox stretched near the hearth, and the chickadee settled on the arm of the chair. All around, her companions breathed in rhythm. Slow, steady, safe. Piper leaned back. She listened. Somewhere, faint and far off, a flute played. The notes floated gently, like feathers falling in the night. They filled the spaces between fire and rain, between heartbeat and breath. She felt the music curl inside her chest, soft as light. A knock came at the edge of thought, not of wood and door, but of presence. She looked toward the fire, and there, in the flicker, her guides appeared. The deer's shadow, the fox's grin, the bee's hum, the wings of the chickadee, shapes made of light and warmth. They stood with her. They always had. The night passed like a dream within a dream. The storm outside softened to a hush. The fire slowed to a glow. And Piper lay down with her dogs. She pulled the blanket close. The fox crept nearer. The chickadee tucked itself against the pillow. Breathing deep, she melted into the warmth. And in that quiet, the lavender fields returned. The ocean waves returned. The woodland paths, the bees, the deer, the warm beaches where the sand held her weight like an old friend. The sun kissed her skin. The water glowed in gold. And all of it was safe. And all of it was hers. She understood then. The world is full of rooms, each waiting. Some made of lavender, some of fire and rain, some of sand and ocean. And each one opens when the heart is ready. Wrapped in her blanket, surrounded by her companions, Piper smiled in her sleep. The flute played on. The sea breathed steady, and the night whispered gently, "You are home."